Guys, wanted to share with you a couple things that had to do with the eyes. When I first did my yoga teacher training at Integral Yoga many years ago, one of the first exercises we learned was the eye exercises. At the time, I didn't really understand it. I was young. I didn't have issues with my eyes. But years have gone by and things have changed, and many things are different now than they were back then. But it was always soothing, and I really appreciated that. And I wanted to kind of, as I was figuring out inspiration for what to teach today, I pulled out this book that was on my shelf. It's called 10-Second Relief for Everyday Aches and Pains. So instant relief. It says, tell me where it hurts and I'll tell you what to do. It's by Peggy Brill. So she's a physical therapist in Manhattan. I'm so excited to know that she's actually in Manhattan. She's close by. But I've had this book and thumbed through it many, many times. It's really super quick and easy fixes for different things. So I was thumbing through and I saw the eye exercises to relieve eye strain. A couple other things that were good reminders. We're all on computers nowadays, and we may or may not be thinking about the eye level for the computer to be like directly across from your eyes. Recommendation is directly across from your eyes and about arm's distance. If we're on the laptop, we might be sitting somewhere else, sitting on the couch, and we might have our eyes down or looking down a lot. If you're looking down a lot, it's not going to be so great for your eyes in general. If you think about the muscles, they're basically muscles that bring the eyes up, that bring the eyes down, that bring the eyes side, bring the eyes other side, and then also diagonal. So directly with the muscles that are related, those are the directions. The first thing we'll do, though, as far as our exercises, is we're going to do a check-in. So we'll do circles. And this is one of the first exercises at Integral Yoga that I learned. We'll do the circles as a check-in. And then we'll do what I'm going to call the plus sign. And as above, so below. And then retreat into your cave. So I'm just going to give them silly names so you can remember them. Okay, so circles to check in, as above, plus sign, as above, so below, and then retreat. Okay, so the first thing, just a little check-in, keeping in mind again those muscles that bring your eyes to look up, down, side, side, and diagonals. We're going to check in by doing circles, and what that's going to do is let us know if there's any obvious imbalance. If one area of the circle feels a little not so smooth as the rest, you could think of like watching the second hand of a clock sweep around in a circle. Okay, so if one area of the circle is not quite round or smooth, then we might have some issues, and that can just give them some information. So start by sitting upright, look directly forward, and we're going to go ahead and just close the eyes to do these ones. You'll look up directly up with your eyes closed. And then imagine that second hand of the clock as you sweep around. So you're going to come around 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4, 5. Looking down is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to do a couple more like that. So let's do 2 more like that. So gentle sweeping circles. You can lengthen the breath while you're here. One more circle going around. And what you're trying to do is to go to kind of the edges of as far as what feels okay. Let's go the other direction now. Ready? I'm going to change direction. Visualize the sweeping hand of the clock. Lengthen the breath while you're at it. I'm going to do the same thing again. And one more time. Okay, and just take a moment to notice, was there any area that felt maybe not so smooth? All right. Now, the first official exercise after our check-in is going to be what I'm going to call the plus sign. So this is going to address the muscles that move the eyes up, down, and side, side. So we'll start with up and down, and then we'll do side, side. So close your eyes, and again, start to take a moment and gently look up. Right, you want to go into the edges of what feels okay. So remember, there's muscles that are working to do this action. So you're actually working those muscles a little bit. Don't go too hard, right? You don't want to you don't want to give yourself any pain. And then you're going to start to then look center and then look down and then back to center. And let's do 3 all together. So again, all the way up, back to the center, all the way down. We're going to do 1 more like that. Back to center, all the way up. Back to center and all the way down. Center again. And we're going to do the side. So we're basically carving out, a plus sign, right? We're going to look all the way to one side. Come back to center and then all the way to the other side. And back to center. 3 times all together. Here we go. Side and center and side and center. 1 more time. Here we go. Ready? Side and center and side and center and pause. Okay, so that's our plus sign. The next one we're going to do is, I'm going to call it as above, so below, and we can just kind of remember this. And I don't know why, for some reason, I'm thinking you could imagine looking at something specific, like maybe like a cloud in the sky, something beautiful over there, and then kind of something down over there. As above, so below. So we're going to use this as our diagonal action. So you're literally going to work to look up on a diagonal, and you're going to do this again with your eyes closed. So you're going to look up on the diagonal. I think maybe in the picture screen, I'm looking up at Bob's sort of head over there, and then to my plant, right? So you're going to reach up with the eyes, looking up on the diagonal, and come back through center, and then look down on the diagonal. Back through center, and deepen the breath again while you're here. Up on a diagonal and center, down on a diagonal and center. 1 more time. Here we go. Up on a diagonal and center and down on a diagonal and center. Pause. We're going to do the other side. So you're going to look up as your eyes are closed, up on a diagonal, back through center, down on a diagonal, back through center, up on a diagonal, and center. Check the breath, lengthen it, and center. Last one, up, and center, and down, and center, and pause. Okay, so we have the third exercise that is I'm gonna call it retreat into your cave. So literally we're gonna think of in a moment that our eyeballs, as they're in our eye sockets, that you can actually kind of like pull them back into the sockets just a little bit, okay? But we're gonna do a little release. This is also inspired from the integral yoga series that I learned, right? So we're gonna start by, and this is actually in the book too, this kind of rubbing your hands together and kind of making like a dark cave, soothing sensation. This is also in the book. One other thing I'll mention, in the book, when we do the plus sign, right? When we do the looking up was really the one that was more focused on. And I think this was to counterbalance this thing that when you're reading, you're looking down. So in general, when you're working to balance the body, you want to think about, well, what am I doing a lot? And make sure you do the other side of that too. So if you're looking down a lot, you would focus on the exercise, looking up more. So if you did the circles and you found one area that was like, ooh, a little more challenging, then you focus on that area to balance it out. And it's really going to depend on what is happening for you. So I want you to think about what's happening for you. All right, so let's take a moment and we're going to do that last one. We're going to do our retreat into our cave. So we're going to make a little bit of friction, rubbing the hands together, and until you feel a little bit of warmth. And then you're going to think of the palm, right? The palm of your hand cupping over your eyes with your fingers drawing into your hairline. And you can relax the eyes, right? Or you can do that action of just the idea of drawing the eyeballs a little bit back into their sockets, just gently. And then release. And again, drawing back into your sockets. And release. Really gently. 1 more time. Visualize it. You may not be able to feel much, but that's okay. And then release, and that's it. So a few moves. We have our check-in circles, our plus sign, up, down, side, side. We have as above, so below, right, on the diagonals. And then we have retreating into our cave for a little bit of soothing for those eyes. So hopefully this is going to relieve eye strain if you're feeling it. And you can just kind of give yourself a nice soothing release, especially, again, if you're at your computer. And really double check your ergonomics. Like, do you have your computer eye level about an arm's distance away? Right? Try that out and kind of think about that. Or are you always looking down? Right? If so, work on the up ones a little bit more. All right? I hope you're doing well and this helps. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it. If you have a friend that might help, share it with them. Hit the like button as well, and that will help it be seen more, and more people can find it if they need it. All right. Hope you're doing well, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.